What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and welcome back to episode number 3 of my Washington Redskins Playbook breakdown here in Madden 15. This series has been getting a lot of love from you guys in the search engine on YouTube. If you've been looking for ways to get better in Madden 15, well, it looks like you found the right series to do so, at least offensively, and I really appreciate all the views and all the support. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Click that subscribe button. If you missed episodes 1 and 2, make sure you go back and watch those, because this is going to be a kind of a long series, probably around 10 episodes. And again, man, a lot of plays that I use. It definitely keeps the defense on their toes and makes you really hard to be so predictable. So today we kind of covered some different single back formations. Today we're going to go with some plays out of the strong formation, and depending on the time of the video, a really good goal line play out of the I formation. But today, or to start out, let's open up and just focus on the strong formation. Some of you guys might remember this from my Redskins Playbook breakdown in last year's game, but a very good running play, the halfback force. You see here the X option right in the middle. So we're rolling with the 49ers today, a really good run team, and against the Seattle Seahawks, a really good run defense team. And like a lot of plays, man, nothing special about it at all. No insane, stupid, crazy audibles that you got to make. Just run it to the right, man. This usually gets good blocking. You'll sometimes have to squeeze through some additional or kind of difficult holes to get there. So for the most part, you can get outside, but sometimes there's a little bit of a gap, kind of where I just had to go there. You kind of want to see where your fullback's going as well. For all my Madden Ultimate Team players, I know fullback may not be a really position of importance on your Ultimate Team because you may not use them much. But if you plan on using this play, make sure you get yourself a good blocking fullback. I would suggest Jerome Felton from the Minnesota Vikings. He's a really good run blocker and extremely cheap if you get the base gold version. It's like 2,000 coins on PS4, so I'm sure it's the same on Xbox One. But again, man, nothing special at all. I'll run it one more time just to see if we can break for a touchdown here. But I really do like this play, and of course, the last time we run it, it gets us nowhere. So a really good counter to that play, just like in last year's game, and it's going to be the same with this year's game. A good counter play is the counter play. So if I can ever get to it, I hate when I'm just totally messed up here. Let's start this thing over. I must have hit X or something. My bad, people. Alright, so as I was saying, the counter weak, it's the next page down from the halfback force. When you're killing your opponent with that one run to the right-hand side, you just mix it up and you're going to hit a counter. Now this one is not going to be always successful, I'll be quite honest with you. Sometimes I struggle with my guys getting block shedded and it totally getting shut down. We just had a crazy blitz there. But eventually, you know, if you can get your guy to run commit, there's a nice block by my fullback. If you can get your guy to run commit to the right because you've been killing him with that same halfback force play, and you end up going the other way on him, you're definitely going to be able to break through and get open for a touchdown. Nothing but green in front of you. I probably could have made a better juke there to get past that defender. But I'll run it once more. You know, I'm not going to beat you in the head with this play because I think it's quite simple. But go ahead, man. Try these things out. Make sure you know what type of holes to attack. When you're doing these run plays, always try these things out and practice them on first. Something I will continue to preach all the time during this playbook video or playbook series. So now we're going to get into some pass plays. Let me just kind of go through and make sure. Yeah, there's no really other run plays that I run in this formation personally. You can always do halfback dive. That's a good play in the goal line. But I'm going to focus on skins out. That's the square option up there at the top of the screen. And another good thing about this skins out is that if you hit your audible, it's one of the options there. It's the square option. So you can audible into this play. If you've already selected one of those two running plays that I just showed you, you can audible into this pass play if you think your opponent's going to run commit. So, two adjustments I'll make on this one. Anquan Bolton, I called him Bolton. Anquan Bolden, our square receiver. We're going to send him in a streak. So, there you go. just to clear him out of the way because we're going to send two guys running from right to left. The next change I make is Crabtree. So we're going to get hot route, hit circle for Crabtree, and then hit our right stick down to send him in a drag. And occasionally, if you feel that you're getting a lot of pressure on your quarterback, you might want to block your tight end. So again, hot route, select R1, which is Bruce Miller, and then tap your R2 button or your back trigger button, whatever it is on Xbox, to make him a blocker. And the primary target, to be honest, is going to be Michael Crabtree. And you want to put a little touch on this pass when he's open, as much as he was right there. Hopefully I'll get another example. But you want to put a little light touch on the pass, kind of float it up to give him a nice running start once he receives it, especially when you're getting a blitz like I just did right there. But if you kind of bullet it too fast, I've found personally it's harder to get that player going. So if he's wide open, if there's nobody over there, I like to just put some nice touch on it, and then it makes it easier transition to turn up the field. It's not as difficult on PS3 or old gen systems. You see we're going to get a blitz here, so this should definitely work. It's not as difficult to kind of turn up the field on old gen, but I'm just specifically speaking of new gen. You guys know that the player turning mobility is a little tough to work with. So after you're killing them with circle, and maybe your opponent is user controlling somebody and he's guarding circle, another nice option, and this one kills zone as well, is your tight end. So we found Vernon Davis there, but I found when somebody's sitting in a zone and kind of sitting on Crabtree's under route, you might need an extra second in the pocket. Vernon Davis definitely would have been open there, but I just could not get my pass off. And again, that's where blocking your fullback would come in handy. But here we go. Just got to be patient, and that's never going to be a good thing when somebody tips the ball. But either or, you kind of just have two different places to attack there. Again, this play works really well against zone defenses. There, I probably could have had X, but take the safer route. If it's wide open, just go for it. So again, practice that one. This is a play that I usually like to run as the first play of the game, or in like second, third, and short. It makes it look like it's going to be a run, and it's not. So the last play that we'll go over is the tight end option, and this one kind of has the same no, it doesn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Shut up. So we're going to send Bolden in a streak again, and we're going to send Vernon Davis in an out route. So you want to hit your out route button, select your tight end, and then use your left directional button to send him in an out route. And he's usually the first look, and if he's not open, you just want to dump it off to your halfback. Now, again, for all my Ultimate Team guys, you want to make sure you have a good halfback that is able to catch the ball. Frank Gore is probably not the best example. This time I'm going to find Vernon Davis just because I could tell that he was wide open. But primarily you want to look for your halfback, because that little angle route is always really good in Madden every year to year. It's a great man beater. If that just sounded so gay, apologize, Mike. I'm sorry. So anyway, if it's zone, you got to be a little more patient. Make sure that you fit it in at the right time. That's what she said. But you just want to look for that option, and sometimes you're going to have your streak receiver get open, like right here. I probably could have did a better pass, but I also had Colin Kaepernick, who's not really a good passer in my opinion. So you know how that can go, but it's a really nice play. Let's see if I can fit it in there. Nope, not that time. So that's it for this episode. I will just quickly go through and show you one other play that I'm not going to run, but it's a nice mix in there as well, and it's there's a screenplay in here. So if you're killing him with the run, and he also is going to be blitzing you, you can run that halfback slip screen, and also the mesh play is another really good one to dump the ball off when you're getting blitzed, because you're killing him with those two run plays. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, click that thumbs up. Again, make sure you subscribe. I'm Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.